Today I'm talking with Matt Farah, who is the founder of GTM Engines. We will be talking about how to use an AI business OS, and I want to hear his perspective about how the tool can be actually used and how different service providers can use this tool. Hey there, Matt, how are you going?
Hey Ricardo, good to be here. I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, so as I told you, it's gonna be a little bit of a conversation together. I'm interested in knowing a little bit more of how you actually started using the AI business OS and what was your thinking when it comes to AI and using AI before approaching something similar to Claude Code like we did together.
Yeah, it's a good question. So Ricardo and I have worked together for a little bit of time, right? I think we back at the last agency I ran, Ricardo was an automation contractor specialist for us, and he's awesome. And we started using more AI over there at the business. What I realized at GTM Engines is like I was using a bunch of AI, but my team wasn't, and I didn't really know how to bring them into that, honestly. And so I had all these like, gems in Gemini or projects and GPTs and Claude and OpenAI's platform, but I knew I needed something that like was a little bit more malleable or adaptable. And then you reached out about like obviously Claude Code caught fire. You reached out about like building out work like AI operating systems for teams. And that just fit the exact thing that I was looking for, which is like I've got a campaign team, I've got an operations team. Like, how do I bring everyone into what I'm building and building for our clients? And so, yeah, that's the problem. I feel like that's been solved really over the last few months.
Okay, so I'm really curious about what was the first time that you actually started using the tool, and like why did you not approach the tool first, and how was your thinking evolve over time when it comes to actually using the tool and building stuff within the tool and the business OS itself?
Yeah, yeah. So at GTM Engines, we run outbound as a service for B2B SaaS companies, clients in San Francisco, New York City. And when I started the agency January 1st of 2026, I moved away from Smart Lead and onto Email Bison. And Email Bison is, in my opinion, an amazing sequencer. Their team's awesome. They have best-in-class deliverability. And but the problem with Bison that I ran into is that all of the workspaces are segmented with their own API keys, their own analytics. And honestly, from an analytics perspective, it's not as mature as I needed it to be for my clients. And so the first thing that I needed to do when I stood up this agency was give not just like my clients visibility into everything that we're doing, campaign wise, copy wise, all that, but my team needed to be able to like see everything across workspaces much easier than just like toggling into a workspace in Bison. And if you've ever seen their UI, you get what I'm saying. And so I needed to build out what I call our Intel system, and it's a webhook based system out of Email Bison into Supabase, and everything is orchestrated now through Claude Code and surfaced UI wise and Lovable. And so that was the first project. I started building that myself in Claude Code. And then that's about the time you reached out as well. And it became the perfect timing of like my team can now help contribute to that. So that was the problem that needed to be solved. And since then we've just been checking off, problem by problem with it.
hmm Yeah, and I feel like the thing is generally what when you engage with these new tools such as Cloud Code, you always start with thinking about the tool as a building tool to like build different application and build different things. So, and that is exactly how you were operating on the tool itself. Meanwhile, I think that the hidden opportunity is also using the tool for the day-to-day different operations within the business,
Yeah.
right? So it's not just okay, let me build a fancy dashboard, but
Yeah.
that obviously is very important. But it's also about how you can enable the team to handle more clients through Cloud Code itself.
100%. And that's exactly where we started, which is like, all right, I need to build this tool. Then it became like, all right, well, because we have this data in Supabase, we need to run domain checks on everything. We need to run a campaign analytics on the data that lives in Supabase. And so all of those like day-to-day processes have now become skills over here. One of the things that's like honestly one of my favorite things we built over the last couple of months is I built an AI project manager. That's someone that's connected to our call recordings. It's connected to our Slack. It reads all of our channels, all of our threads. And it is adding tasks to our Intel system, deleting tasks when they're like not, deprioritizing, prioritizing, creating descriptions for them. And so project management is something that like everyone on the team kind of had to do. We don't have a dedicated resource for that. And it just took time away from delivery and execution. And so now we trust that the system we build, which is a skill in Claude Code, I call it our AI PM skill, can do the job, which is on an every time it runs, it looks at the last 24 hours and it then updates the task list based off of that, and follows up with DMs to the team and things like that. So it's really cool. And that's, yeah, I think what you described there is we moved from building this tool and dashboard to helping orchestrate the business, right?
Yeah. And I think it's so cool that you have you had this very specific use case, and you didn't go to the hiring solution first and thinking about, okay, where do I
Yeah.
find the project managers that can help me out with the team, but instead you went to the road of like, okay, let's see how much we can push this forward with the AI, and let AI lead this specific function. And so the beauty about this specific thing for me is also that you can think about a specific job function, you can think about the specific roles and specific activities that the person needs to do, and possibly even engineer that specific function within Claude Code,
Yeah.
right?
100%. Yeah, well, there's at the last agency I ran, we had a bigger team because at the time we needed it. The reality is I need to find stellar teammates that can orchestrate their own AI workspace, right? It's connected to our GitHub. They have access to all of our like consolidated skills and everything like that, but they need to understand how to use Cloud Code because they can move, 5 or 10 times better. And it's not it's not that there's not a need for people or hiring. It's just like at who are you hiring, what skill set, and for what job, right? And so there are things in the business that I am not ready to turn over to
Mhm.
completely automated processes. Like inbox management is like the one that I have conviction around that a human but should be managing that inbox. But yeah, I mean everything else from a campaign building block perspective, campaign analysis, client management can be heavily supported by what we're building in Cloud Code and the workspace you've allowed us to build out.
Yeah, and I think like the interesting thing is that it's not about letting AI replace all your coworker and letting AI replace all your employees, but as you actually said, finding the stellar talent that is able
Yeah.
to actually use AI and take the help from AI to actually understand whether the output is either correct or not, and deliver faster because of that. I'm curious right now. Do you think that this specific operating system is something that also help increase the capacity and the number of clients that your team can actually handle right now?
Yeah, 100%. If we so I started the agency more as a boutique agency with the goal of not taking on a ton of clients. Um, that still remains my goal. And so I'm not going to be the agency that takes on 75, 100, 200 clients. It's not the goal of this business. And I want to work with amazing clients and do amazing work for those clients. And so, but the answer is yes. If I wanted to go to 100 clients, this operating system would help us do it. But what I see this operating system do is for us right now, and will continue to do in the future, is for the number of clients that we take on, which might be 20, might be 30, whatever it might be, being really effective and efficient and really like becoming a part of their team. Because if we can take a lot of that delivery work away, which is the manual side of building an agency, then we can focus on the strategic side with our clients. And I work with a lot of seed and Series A companies that are still trying to find message market fit, and a lot of our value comes in that strategic relationship with us. And so, and with me and our campaign team specifically. So that's how I envision it working, which is just giving us more capacity across, X number of clients, whatever that might be for us in
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah.
future. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. And also, I'm really interested in understanding on your side, like if you were to explain this AI workspace to another like service provider, another GTM agency, how would you define that for other businesses? And how do you think the bigger benefits is in this specific thing for service business specifically?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the hardest part traditionally, and there's a lot of thought leadership, there's a lot of movement in this space where it's like the service as a software space, Y Combinator wrote
Yep.
pieces, 816, like everyone's writing pieces around like service as a software. I've been in the space for 4 or 5 years now, and what I truly believe is the unlock is instead of requiring hands and people to scale processes, these AI operating systems allow me to scale my brain and my team's
Yeah.
brains without expending all of our energy, if that makes sense, right? And so we build these skills exactly the way we want them and how we do our processes, which there's a lot of edge cases, right? You've got to work on the nuance and everything of your system. But now our brain is like scalable, and that is really valuable from an agency owner perspective because I can't be everywhere at one time.
Yep.
But components of how I think, components of how my campaign team, my operations, my infrastructure management team, like how they think can be scaled. And everyone has access to that. So it becomes extremely powerful. I really think of it as like duplicating yourself in some ways. Yeah.
Yeah, and at the end, if you think about that, like the founder is the most important person of the business, and so if you are able to like duplicate yourself, effectively, you are actually improving the output, and you are actually also helping the team members have
Yeah.
better output from your side as well, I would say.
100%. Yeah. Completely agree.
Yeah, and I have one last question for you regarding this specific thing. I'm really interested to understand if you were to start from scratch building this. What do you think are the most important tools and the most important framework that you could have in order to build this? I'm not just talking specifically about like the GTM function, but
Yeah.
I'm mostly thinking about like okay, if another agency owner is listening to this interview together and wants to build their own AI workspace, what are the steps that they need to take in order to take action on that?
Yeah, first thing is talk to you. I would say, because again, the thing I struggled with was how do I bring this to my team? Like I knew how to use it. I just like you unlocked the ability for me to one, you taught me a lot more about how to build effectively, but two, like how to bring my team into that, and that was extremely valuable. But if I was going to start from scratch, which I luckily because I started this agency January 1st, I feel like I was someone who was able to start from scratch with you there at the beginning, which
Yep.
is extremely valuable. I'm a huge fan of Claude Code. I know there are really great platforms out there. I know Codex is great. I know that Google has their own, but Claude Code inside of VS Code, specifically that extension, has really allowed us to create our own like repo and GitHub. That is our knowledge base, and so those three things, VS Code with Claude Code, and I'm on the Max plan, and I will continue to max it out every time they roll out new tiers. With GitHub as the storage or the organization is extremely helpful. I've heard really good things about like Obsidian and other storage systems, but I just haven't needed it with the way that we're set up. And so those are the three tools. We use Supabase as our backend. I love Supabase. I think it's an incredible platform. We use Trigger.dev for like orchestration of like cloud-based automation. And some of our scripts that are running, Vercel for deployment, Lovable for like I mean, in theory, we don't need Lovable, but I really like it for some components of like dashboards. So those are the things that I really think you can build an entire business around, honestly. So I don't know if I answered did I answer that question perfectly?
Yeah. I think it's really interesting that this is actually not just like one tool and not just the tool themselves, but more about obviously your knowledge as a business owner in the specific processes that you need to run within the system, as well as different helpers that are coming from all these different tools, such as you mentioned, like you have Trigger.dev, and so all the different automations right now can be just like you can just say, I need to build an automation that helps me do XYZ,
Yeah.
and then you can have it deployed in 10 minutes if you wanted to. Or if you want to have all the data about your business specifically for some numbers, and then you can take that data and compare that for the new clients so that you have
Yeah.
reliable data that you can use yourself to always improve what you are doing. You can also have access to that. So I think that is an amazing structure, and yeah, really, really love that.
Yeah, I think the big unlock, and I know everyone says this, but like in order to be effective with AI, it's got to have access to the data that you would use, right? And so consolidating that in some way. So for GTM Engines and what we do is it's all of our sending data, it's all of our campaign data, all of our prospecting data across clients, right? And that's all pooled and consolidated in Supabase. That's what gives us the leverage, to be honest, to do and run all of the skills that we need to for our clients. So
Yeah, cool, super interesting. Thank you so much for the time, man, and really enjoy. Keep crushing it.
cool. I appreciate you, Ricardo. Thank you.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.